We welcome you to Owen High School on a 60-degree, beautiful fall night here in Western North Carolina. Soccer time on the Owl Sports Network. Today, your Warren Wilson Owls take on the Patrick Henry Patriots. Hi, everybody. Chris Sheeman, glad to be with you here tonight as we have a change of venue. Had some heavy rain come through last night and early this morning, so we moved to the fake grass here at Owen High School, and that's where we're going to play. And let's meet the starters as both teams are out on the pitch. Patrick Henry is in the white, FYI, and Warren Wilson is in the dark blue. So let's meet the starters for Patrick Henry. Patrick Henry's got 11 players, and that's it, so everybody's a starter here today for the Patriots. The keeper, number 3, Avalis Barber. Also starting today, number 1, Jaylene Cartanaga. Number 2, Abby Osbun. Number 4, Larissa Ayo. Number 6, Taylor Flick. Number 11, Jacqueline Montoya. Number 14, Vanessa Garcia. Number 15, Candy Lopez. Number 16, Sarah Draper. Number 22, Monica Diaz. And number 23, Tara Ruff. As we're underway with the Patriots possessing first, we'll run through the Owls starters here while they dribble back and forth at center circle. The keeper, number 1, Claire Williams. Also starting, number 0, Kendra Orions up front. Number 3, Sydney Grange. Number 20, Bianca Canizio. Georgia Ackerman, the defender, also starting. Number 8, number 10, Kat Camara. Number 13, Whitney Brotherton. Number 15, Alicia Weaver. Number 16, Marley Fisher. Number 19, Fonda Heenahan. And number 20, Bianca Canizio. Rounding out the starters, number 26, Maureen Grubb. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. It was an ugly afternoon, and most of the day, and about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I was sitting at home saying, boy, I wish I wasn't doing this game. But it turned into a really pretty night here as the Owls showing early signs. Canizio into the box, but no trouble for Avalis Barber, the keeper for the Patriots. The first 2 keepers for the Patriots in the depth chart all have strep throat. In fact, most of the team has strep throat, and that's why they only have 11 players, so they're down to the 3rd keeper. Barber on the season played in 1 game and allowed 5 goals. Here's the counterattack now. Ayo here in the 2nd minute, playing it to center, and Ackerman will clear. So you can see the high school football markers, which is going to probably throw you for a loop a little bit. It's those lines where you can see number 23 Ruff throw it in that you want to pay attention to over on the corners and on the sidelines as well. So Ruff will throw it in here in the 2nd minute, just outside the box. It's Diaz trying to cross. Ruff on the deflection, played it forward, and Ackerman will clear it behind. So an early corner kick upcoming here for the Patriots. Warren Wilson coming in 3-5 on the year. The Patriots are 7-5. Patriots have lost their last 3. Warren Wilson has lost their last 2. Corner kick will be taken by Draper. Draper 1 assist on the year. Ball bounces in the box. Still opportunity here for the Patriots as the Owls unable to clear. Now Sydney Grange over on the far side comes out with it. And Grange trying for the counterattack. Plays it forward. Too far forward for Canizio, though. And a booming kick by the center back for the Patriots rolls right to Claire Williams. Claire Williams back out there, 1.25 goals against average, make it 1.64 goals against average coming into play today. Williams has stopped 79% of the shots that she has faced, and Patrick Henry has an injured player. That's going to be something you want to keep an eye on as the night goes along, folks, because Patrick Henry doesn't have anybody else to come in. So they need everybody out there to stay healthy, and that's Ayo. Larissa Ayo, 12 goals and 7 assists on the year. They definitely need her because they've lost a lot of production with this injury lineup. They lost Tovin Saleh, who had 9 goals and 10 assists coming into play today. That is their, and Monica Diaz is out there, though, 10 goals and 2 assists for her. Owls trying to make something happen over on the far side. Artanaga will let it go behind and hold off the attacking player for the Owls. It goes for a goal kick. 4th minute. This is the first meeting between these 2 teams. Patrick Henry started their program in 2012. 2013, they won 7-12. That was last year, and so far 7 wins already this season. Canizio Sidney Grange running over Osbon, the defender, but it'll go out of play. So Osbon and the Patriots will have a throw-in upcoming. So again, if you're just joining us unaware, we were supposed to play earlier this afternoon at Warren Wilson. Canizio gets the turnover. Canizio fires it in the box, but that's a dribbler. No trouble for Barber, the keeper, that time. Lots and lots of rain fell last night. Obviously with homecoming coming up, Owls didn't want to further risk damage of the field. Orions tries it. It's low. Comes right to Barber again. But the Owls are having some success going forward here and applying some pressure. We saw that against the Owls on Saturdays. West Virginia Tech really put the pressure on the Owls. And now the Owls having some success of their own. Brotherton plays it into the box again. Barber's been busy. 6th minute. That's headed by Canizio. You can hear it ricochet off her head from here. Over on the far side. Camara trying to win it. Instead, Patrick Henry now on the attack on the far side. It's Diaz. As I mentioned, Diaz, one of their better attacking players, second on the team with 10 goals. Also has a couple of assists. Ayo. Now Fisher, good defense by Marley there, but gives it back to Huff. Here's Ayo again. Ayo got tripped up, and a foul will be called on Wilson. So free kick upcoming now at about the 50-yard mark. And Ayo will take it. Larissa Ayo, 31 points on the season. Actually, she's going to give way. And I believe it's Draper who's going to take it. Draper into the box on one hop. Claire Williams picks it up. Williams back in front of the net. She played in the first half against West Virginia Tech. Then she was taken out. Fortunately, no injury. The Owls again are without Melissa Romeo, though. Marissa Romeo is out, and also out for Warren Wilson today, Erica Oliver also missing time again. So the Owls still battling some injuries with 2 of their starters out. Throw-in upcoming now for Patrick Henry. Patriots, they're in the middle of 4 games in 6 days. Canizio looking to split through the defense. This time, Patrick Henry able to hold. 8th minute now. Both teams a couple of opportunities. No real threats, though, from either side. A corner kick for Patrick Henry is about all we've seen so far 8 minutes into the match. And they play it too far forward for Draper there, so it'll be a throw for Warren Wilson. That's going to be headed right out of play, though, by Camara. So Ruff will throw now for Patrick Henry. Ayo. Marley Fisher gets it on the turnover. Here is Ackerman. She'll go all the way back to Williams. Larry Weil is the head coach for Patrick Henry. He's the only coach in program history. As I mentioned, they started in 2012. Stacey Enos in her 14th season with Warren Wilson. Lydia Vandenberg, the associate head coach, in her 4th year. This a de facto home game as the Owls still looking for their first win at home on the season. Owls had a pretty good time on the road, a pretty good go of it to start the year, splitting 2 different road trips. That's going to stay just inside of the line. Then Lopez can't get control of it, so it's a turnover, and a bad play there gives the Owls an opportunity now. Just outside the boxes, Brotherton will throw it in over on the near side. That'll be headed out, so Brotherton will step a few yards to her left and do it again. 9th minute. That ball goes over the head of Canizio. Lopez will try it again, this time able to clear. Coming up and playing it forward is Weaver, headed out. So Brotherton will do it again. 10th minute, 35-50 left to play here in the first half. Cross attempt now. That's cleared out by the defense. Ayo looking for the counterattack. Canizio is there to disrupt it, though. And they say it goes off the Patriots. So Brotherton, for the first time in some seconds, now to Canizio. Canizio unable to gain control, and it's cleared. Weaver and Camara there. Two Owls, but one Patriot gets it, and that's Draper. Canizio comes from behind to disrupt the pass. Headed now by Ruff. Oriens. Oh, gave it an effort, but rolls to the keeper, Avalos Barber, who picks it up. You go inside the 11th minute here. We're at the home of the War Horses, Owen High School. Just about 10 miles or so east of Warren Wilson. Volley attempt by Brotherton, and it's knocked out of play. Montoya. So a throw now again for the Owls. Good throw. Canizio with the header. Oriens fires it, but it comes right to Barber. I think we had an offside flag up anyway, so never mind. So this just the second game of the season. And Barber has played in front of the net. She allowed 5 goals in her first game, but she stopped 80% of the shots that she faced. That tells you that Patrick Henry tends to give up a few. If you're allowing 5 goals and you still stopped 80% of the shots that you faced, well, you folks at home can do the math. I know it's not the afternoon, it's night, so your head probably hurts from a long day of work. I don't want to put any extra pressure on you. Just use the calculator and do it, because I forgot to do it before the game. Foul is called, and it'll be a free kick now for Wilson. 12th minute. Grubb with the free kick. And on the deflection, Camara plays it forward. Headed by Oriens. Brotherton in the box. Brotherton, little flick. I think she was trying to go back to Kendra, but the keeper, Barber, gets there first. Camara with the header. Patrick Henry trying to get some semblance of possession here. The Owls have had more of it here in the first 13 minutes now, as we're in the 13th minute, 12-plus minutes. Marley Fisher plays it forward. Too far forward, though, and it'll roll out of play. It'll be a throw over near the corner flag for the Patriots. This is a real nice facility here at Owen High School. I was down on the field earlier, and you really couldn't tell we got as much rain as we did last night. Brotherton tried for the cross. Now Fisher fires it. Fisher! Oh, what a save by Barber. Marley almost had her first here in the 13th minute. Barber got her fingertips on it just in time. It will be a corner kick, though, so still an opportunity for the Owls here off the set piece. And I believe it's Grubb who's going to take it over on the far side. Goes over the head of Grange. Camara whiffed at it. Now Brotherton trying to play it back into the box. Kendra Oriens could do nothing, and she was well offside. 14th minute now. Disaster averted for the Patriots there. Folks, stick around. Coming up at halftime, we're going to continue our chat about swimming with Taylor Huntley, the captain for the Owls swim team. Had a chance to talk to her. She's a creative writing major, and we got into that conversation a little bit during our chat. So it'd be nice to hear from somebody creative on this broadcast for a change. Big throw from Brotherton. Orions into the box, has some room. Leaves it for Canizio. Fisher coming from behind. Bianca gets there first. Her shot blocked. Fisher, cross, and cleared. Here's Camara. Camara! Oh, into the back of the net from 25 yards out. And in the 15th minute, Kat Camara gives Warren Wilson a 1-0 lead. Camara scores her first of the season as the Owls off to a good start here in the quote-unquote home game. Well, it was only a matter of time. Ao trying for the quick counter. Bianca Canizio says, Now she's back out on the counter. Able to keep possession by deflecting it off of two Patriots, and finally it's cleared by Patrick Henry. Throw to Orions. Played it off her head. Montoya with the clear. Here's Diaz. Playing it forward. Grubb is there. One back by Flick, I believe. There's only so many players to choose from. That is Flick, but it goes out of play. Again, Patrick Henry's been riddled with illness. Their two top keepers are gone. Barber made a terrific save early on in the match, but Camara's booming kick just a minute ago puts the Owls up 1-0. And that's the first lead the Owls have had in a while, too. Or I should say the first time they've scored first in a while. Over on the far side, Draper trying to go forward, but no trouble as it rolls right to Williams. Claire Williams does have 2 clean sheets on the season. She's battled concussion and still able, though, in the early going to play well and looking to get back out there and get back at it here today as well. As I mentioned, she played in the first half of the loss to West Virginia Tech. Not sure why she was taken out in the second half, but Williams good to go again, and that's good news for the Owls, who need to get some players back. Here's a trouble now. Ruff in the box. Ruff on the cross, headed by Ackerman. 17th minute. Patriots got a throw here. Ruff will take it quickly. Here's Diaz. Diaz goes around. Weaver fires it, and Williams had to be sure. It looked like it might have been short of the post, and they say it deflected off the post, so Williams didn't touch it. So a goal kick now for the Owls. Canizio off of a header trying to track it down, as is Sydney Grange. Flick. And a foul is called on Patrick Henry. The Patriots have lost 3 in a row. Prior to that, they had a very good 6-game winning streak. During that 6-game win streak, they outscored their opponents 29-4 in 6 games. They have 3 wins by 7 or more goals, but it's been all Warren Wilson so far early on. As Grubb's free kick is won back, Lopez plays it back to Flick. Flick, good ball. Draper now with Ackerman chasing her from behind. Ackerman gets there, trying to hold off Draper. Draper able to play it back to Ao. Ao leaves it on the near side. Now Ruff. Ruff tees it up. It's low and short of the post, and it goes for a goal kick. One of the better attacking efforts, though, for the Patriots so far here early in this first half. 19th minute, 26:54 left to play here in the half. Williams' kick is going to go right out of play, so it'll be a throw now for the Patriots. Patrick Henry, As I mentioned, 3 wins of 7 or more goals. Diaz into the box. Oh, Draper just not there in time. And it's going to roll out of play. It'll be an Owls throw over on the far side. I believe that's Weaver out there who will take the throw. Ackerman. And it headed back. Now a turnover. Ayo. Didn't get enough on it. Cat Camara is there. Marley Fisher now looking for the counter. Camara plays it forward. That'll be knocked back by Cartanaga. Heenahan. Brotherton playing it forward. It's cleared by Osborne. 20th minute if you're just joining us. Owls got a goal from Cat Camara, her first of the year in the 15th minute. Kendra Orions doing a nice job forcing Osborne to clear it out of play, so the Owls get a throw. Now Brotherton will take it over on the far side of your screen. Canizio in the box. Brotherton now will cross. Keeper Barber unable to get there, but so is everybody else as it rolls all the way to the near side. Out of play for a throw for Patrick Henry. Canizio able to get it right back, though. Just not a good throw there by the Patriots. Canizio. That was Brotherton. Now Grange. Sydney Grange with the defender chasing her. Grange plays it out of play, so it goes for a goal kick. 21st minute, now 1-0 in favor of Warren Wilson. Owls looking for their 4th win of the year. Remember, last year they won 5, and 2 of those came via the forfeit. So the Owls, at least on the pitch, have a chance to go past their win total for last year. Sydney Grange now to Orions in the box. Orions, a couple of defenders around her, able to clear. Camara plays it into the box. Brotherton, can she get there first? The keeper, Barber, has to go back into the box. Here's Fisher. Fisher tried for the cross instead. Takes a couple dribbles. Now Orions. Not much she could do. Good defense by the center backs for the Patriots there. As Orions, a dribbler to Barber. No trouble. Well, coming up on Saturday, homecoming, and that's our next broadcast. We have a doubleheader coming up as Berea comes to town. And the women will play at 1, the men will play at 3, so that's our next broadcast. In terms of games, now if you're not in town for homecoming, we'd love to hear from you during the broadcast on Saturday. And you can also watch the Hall of Fame induction ceremonies on Friday night from 6:30 to 8:30. We're going to have those again on our YouTube channel. Diaz. Ruff missed it. Turnover, Owls. Brotherton plays it forward. Osborne over on the far side. Canizio chases, forces Osborne to clear. So it'll be a throw for the Owls on the far side of your screen. Brotherton. Canizio flicks it to Orions. Orions has Cartanaga on her, trying to keep it alive. Canizio gets there before the defender. And finally, it's cleared by the Patriots. Opportunity still for the Owls. Ackerman played it forward. Ayo comes up with it, though. Backheeled by Diaz. Ayo now with a run. Over on the far side, looking for Draper. Draper and Heenahan in a foot race. Heenahan will let it go out of play and get a throw for her team. 23rd minute, and the Owls leading at 1-0. All kinds of room for the Owls. You got to think Patrick Henry, there's only so much you could do. It's kind of like the situation with the Owls men's team. You don't have anybody to bring in, so you got to conserve your energy. That ball goes into the box. No trouble for Barber there. Canizio gave it a little bit of pressure, but no real threat of danger. Barber, Ayo, I think she might have lost it. She was looking around, and after she played it off her foot. AO tries a little volley again. Draper with a header. Diaz. Heenahan is able to clear. Do we have people in the stands? We have. I can do the attendance right now. Your official attendance today, folks, is 5. Here's a turnover now. AO on the counterattack. Diaz. A couple of nice moves by Diaz. Now Draper will fire it, but that's well high of the crossbar and out of play. Well, all I can say is if they're not here, they better be listening to me. Or maybe watching with the mute button on. Some people do that. It's okay. I get paid either way. Williams, free kick. That's headed out of play, and it's off of Patrick Henry, so the Owls will get a throw. Again, stick around at halftime, folks. Taylor Huntley, captain of the swim team, joins us. They had a good open water competition and also a good showing at the All North Carolina Invitational over the weekend. That goes out of play again. That one off of AO, so the Owls will get a throw. That ball deflected. Camara. Now here's AO. AO fires it. About 22 out, and no trouble for Claire Williams there. 26th minute. Under 20 minutes to play here in the first half. The Owls, for the most part, have been in control here. As that ball by Fisher, I believe, is played forward, but nobody's home. Sydney Grange now, and Canizio battling with Ruff. Brotherton. And it's won back again by the Patriots. Good passing in the last couple of sequences for Patrick Henry. Over on the near side, a good ball to Ruff. That came from Flick, I believe. Ruff. Back to Flick. Tough defense by Camara. Here's AO now. AO into the box. Too many defenders around her, though, as Grubb is able to clear it. Sarah Blandon's watching us. I know Sarah would never mute me. Folks, as always, as there's a foul called, so we're going to get a free kick. You can tweet at us on Twitter during the broadcast at WWC Athletics. I'll check those at halftime. If you have mine as well, you can tweet at me. Draper into the box, no trouble for Williams, and problem solved for the Owls on that set piece. 27th minute now. As we near the 28th, the Owls trying on the counterattack. Brotherton. Orient's coming from behind to try to disrupt, but Artenaga is there. AO now. Ball to Draper. Draper couldn't get control, though, and that gives Grubb time to clear. Brotherton. And will it stay in play? Can't really see the line over there, but it will go out of play. Oh, Patrick Henry getting a throw. Near center circle now. Marley Fisher. Marley Fisher had herself a day on Saturday. I can't remember the girl's name for West Virginia Tech, but she was all over her. The girl that scored the first goal for West Virginia Tech, Marley Fisher, stayed with her, did not leave her side throughout the rest of the game. This has to be like a bye week for Marley here today. Our first sub is on, and it's Castro who's come on for Brotherton, for Warren Wilson. And if you're just joining us, the only subs you're going to hear called are for Warren Wilson is Patrick Henry has brought 11, and that's all. They've had their own injury problems. We talked about injuries for Romeo, Marissa Romeo, and also for Erica Oliver Erica and Marissa combined for 3 goals in the previous 3 games before they got hurt for Warren Wilson. We had 4 more people come. Maybe I shouldn't have taken. I shouldn't take attendance so early. Coming out all the way near the football 18-yard line is the keeper, Barber. She'll clear it. So Barber's been thrust into action after first 2 keepers went down with strep throat for Patrick Henry. And made a pretty nice save. She did allow the 1 goal, but it really wasn't all her fault. It was just a nice effort by Camara. Oh, Canizio right past the defense. Bianca just wide left of the post. 30th minute, and the Owls were knocking on the door once again. Canizio was looking for her 6th of the year. I mentioned Bianca, 28 goals in her career now, the junior from Murphy. Barber, now Grange, Canizio, and Ao, the 2 best attacking players for each team. And that goes out of play. It's cleared by the Owls. So it'll be a throw near side of center circle. It'll be taken by Ruff. And that went absolutely nowhere. Alicia Weaver comes up with it. Weaver now on the deflection will throw it in. Weaver. Oriens. Oriens got turned around a little bit and lost it, but Canizio gets it right back. Bianca leaves it at center circle. Camara, Flick gets there first. Canizio all over the place, as she's prone to do. Looking to keep hope alive for the Owls. 31st minute. And that's going to be played off of Osborne. So the Owls get a throw over on the far side of your screen. The throw to Oriens. Oriens just inside the box will try it, and it bounces off of the crossbar and goes in. Kendra Oriens, who scored the penalty kick against West Virginia Tech for her first goal of the season, now has 2 goals in 2 games in the 31st minute. She makes it 2-0. Oh, a beautiful effort. I thought it was going to be a little bit too high of the crossbar, but it was able to stay down just enough to deflect. And the Owls in control now with a 2-goal advantage over Patrick Henry. So the Patriots have 14:03 left to work with. But it's been all Warren Wilson here in the first half. And a good showing for the Owls here, looking for their 4th win of the year and also their first home win of the year. A flick at center circle. Boy, Canizio. Canizio's obviously a night owl because she has an extra boost to her motor here tonight. Canizio plays it into the box. That'll be cleared by Cartanaga. So it'll be a throw. Weaver, I believe, will take it over on the near side. That is Dickinson, who's come on as well. I forgot about Mika Dickinson. So Dickinson is out there. Another sub who came on, I believe, shortly after Castro. Backward volley. Now here's a counter opportunity for Ao. Ackerman comes charging into the picture. Georgia Ackerman trying to stay with Ao. Ao takes it outside the box with a cross. A little too much on it. Now it's one-on-one here as Draper and Williams collide. And Clara Williams says, I'm not going to have somebody just collide into me again. I know what can happen. Now what happened? Did they call a foul? They called a foul on Williams, I guess. Okie dokie. So it'll be an opportunity here for Draper just outside the box. De facto cross that's headed by Flick, but that's going to go out of play for a goal kick. Well, folks, you can be friends with the Owls on Facebook. Search Warren Wilson Owls on Facebook.com and be our friend because we're desperate for attention and we need it. Canizio at center circle now. Gives it back. That was the defender, Lopez, with a ball to Ruff. Ruff plays it into the box, but it's Claire Williams again. Williams has been challenged a couple of times in the game. For the most part, the Owls have had more of the ball. And a mistake there, and Ruff is frustrated with herself as she played it off of her foot out of play. 34th minute, Canizio. That's headed by Flick. Oh, Oriens, nice ball. Opportunity, Dickinson. Dickinson! And the defender comes into play. I believe that's Lopez, or that might have been Ao, I think. No, that was Lopez, because this is Ao here near side of center circle. She goes around Weaver. Look at Canizio coming up. Ackerman does just enough to disrupt, but Ao gets it right back. Diaz. Grubb all over her. Flick cleared out. And Canizio gets rid of it. Kendra Oriens. Owls leading it 2-0. If you're just joining us, we're in the 35th minute. Chris Sheeman, glad to be with you here at Owen High School in Swannanoa. We are about 10 miles or so east of the campus of Warren Wilson, playing here today because of all the rain we got last night and this morning. Canizio. Well, you get the feeling that Canizio can get whatever she wants, although the defense holds there. Dickinson comes up. Dickinson, but Barber, the keeper for the Patriots, gets there first. Patriots now trying to get something on the other side of the pitch. Nice move that time by Diaz. Diaz plays the ball forward, but the Owls, that's Weaver. Now Dickinson looking for the counterattack, but coming from behind is Diaz to disrupt things. I'll stay with it, though. Weaver. Canizio. Again, it's cleared out. Weaver trying to keep it in play, cannot. Well, again, they don't want to belittle the point, but Patrick Henry and Warren Wilson both dealing with injuries. Patrick Henry in the midst of 4 games in 6 days, and they only have 11 players to work with. They played back-to-back games this Saturday and Sunday, and they lost to Cape Fear Community College, and also they lost to Spartanburg Methodist 5-0. That was on Sunday. The Cape Fear game, I think, was 3-1. It's getting dark in here, folks. I can't see all my notes. So we'll just start making stuff up in the second half. That should be fun. Soccer After Dark here in Western North Carolina. We can make it like a little Delilah show. Call in and we'll play your requests and dedications in the second half. That was cleared out, so the Owls will get a throw. I have a full plethora of Richard Marx greatest hits to play, so I'm not short on love songs. Canizio now. Outside the box. Canizio into the box. And again, it's, I believe that's Lopez who was there. Forgive me, Patrick Henry fans, if I'm a little bit off there. Oriens. Now Cartanaga will clear. So the Owls will throw it in again. 38th minute, 7:39 left to play. Owls up 2-0, looking for more. Oriens. That was Castro, but it's cleared. Ayo trying to get there. Ackerman right behind her. Ayo gets there first. Plays it to the near side. Ruff. Again, Ackerman coming up. Gets it to Dickinson. The offside flag is up, though. So offside is the call, and it'll be a free kick now for Patrick Henry. Folks, a reminder, you can subscribe to the Owls YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. It's an easy way to remember and set reminders for all of the games coming up. You can actually add them to your calendar. If you have a Gmail account or a Google account, you can do that right on your calendar and then sync it with your phone and all that good stuff. Get alerts and get reminders of when the next game is. I think we're up to almost 50 subscribers, but we can do a lot better than that. I know there's more than 50 of you that watch these games. I've got the numbers to prove it. That clear went off the face of Weaver and gave Patrick Henry time to recoup. Now flicked. Owls again, good defense in this first half. If you're just joining us, the goals came from Kat Camara, who scored her first of the season in the 15th minute. And then Kendra Orions in the 31st scored as it deflected off of the crossbar and went in. Orions now with 2 goals in a game and almost a half. 40th minute now, 5:56 left to play. And again, stick around at halftime. We're going to talk with Taylor Huntley, one of the Owls swim team captains. So don't go anywhere. And after that interview, we'll take a break of about 10 minutes or so. Then we'll come back and bring you the second half. Over on the far side, it goes out of play, and let's say it's off of Patrick Henry. So that will be a Warren Wilson throw. I heard a couple of whistles. I thought a sub was coming on, but that's not the case. So the Owls will throw it in. By the way, we were talking about the good weekend that swim team had. It was Annie Courtway who actually broke one of the older Owls records from 2001 in the 200 backstroke. Her new record is 2:20.59. 2 minutes, 20 seconds, and what's the 59 part? 59 tenths of a second? Is that how they say it? Ty Johnson tells me that's, and he seemed real confident of that decision as well. Ty's got a paper to write, folks. I need everybody at home. What's the paper on, Ty? We're going to have everybody email you 7 pages, and you put them all together.
It's on 2 books, so let's feel like reading 2 books tonight.
Here's a heading effort. Oh, Marley Fisher, it goes off of the crossbar, and that's cleared. So the Owls still knocking on the door here in the 41st minute. What are the books, Ty? Come on. Charlotte, Maine. And what was the other one? Germania. So Ty is here bringing you the pictures on your screen. You people at home, the least you can do is read the book and write him a couple of pages. And if any Warren Wilson administration is listening, we do not condone cheating here on the Owl Sports Network. We just like to help a brother out every once in a while. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to get a phone call tomorrow. Don't say things like that. That goes out of play. Now the Owls will get another throw here. So the Owls, Marley Fisher's almost had a couple. That one's going to go behind. So now the Owls will have a corner kick, and I believe this is corner kick number 2 here in the 42nd minute. And who's going to take it? Is it Grubb out there? Don't everybody speak up at once. Is that Maureen out there, ladies? All right, it is Grubb over on the far side of your screen. 43rd minute. And that comes right to the defender, Draper. And it's cleared out. Owls trying to stay with it, though. Draper coming forward. Camara able to get it away over on the far side. And that is Castro, I believe, who is tripped up. No call. Interesting. Weaver. Ayo. Ayo, a good run. And a good ball to Draper now over on the far side. Draper's got some room if she can keep it in play. Had a little bit of trouble there. And opportunity missed there for Patrick Henry. Rachel Kerr's going to come on for the first time for Warren Wilson, the junior from Wisconsin, as Kendra Oriens will get some water and get a little extended halftime here. In the 44th minute, we have 1:45 left to go. And the Owls in control. Osborne cleared it out, so it'll be a throw. Kat Camara will take it over on the far side. Hopefully there was some hooping and hollering up there in Vermont when Kat scored her first goal of the season. I know her folks are always watching. Marley Fisher over on the far side. Again, it's cleared, so it'll be Fisher who will throw. No, she'll give way. Kat will step up about 20 yards or so and throw it in again. Minute 9 left to go here in the half. Still plenty of opportunity. Fisher with the cross, but that goes short of the post. And it'll be a goal kick. Inside the 45th minute now. 55 seconds left to go. And it'll be Barber with the tick. Camara playing it forward over on the far side. Nobody's home, though. 34 seconds left to go. Again, Taylor Huntley is our halftime guest, so stick around for that. That ball played off of the foot of Diaz. So 17 seconds left to go, and Camara will throw it in. That'll be cleared, and that's going to get all the way to Black Mountain. So that'll do it. Owls with an opportunity here with 5 seconds. It's cleared out again, and the first half comes to an end with the Owls leading it 2-0. So the Owls started the scoring in the 15th minute. Kat Camara scored her first of the year from about 25 yards out. And then in the 31st, Kendra Oriens with a ball that deflected off of the crossbar and bounced in for her second of the year. So it's all Warren Wilson here at halftime. And as I mentioned, had a chance earlier in the season to talk to swimming captain Taylor Huntley about the season and also a little bit about her time at Warren Wilson. So we're going to jump into that right now, and then we will go away for about 10 minutes and come back with the second half. Hi again, everybody. Those of you watching on YouTube and or via WarrenWilsonOwls.com. My name's Chris Sheeman. This is Taylor Huntley, the senior swimmer for your Warren Wilson Owls. And Taylor, thanks for giving me some of your time.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So Taylor, tell me a little bit about yourself, where you grew up, how you got involved in swimming.
Okay, so I grew up in Mason, Michigan. Michigan is a really big swimming state. Swimming is huge there. So I actually started swimming I learned to swim when I was like 3. Started competitive swimming when I was 8, just as a way to keep me occupied during the winter break. So then I was club swimming until high school, and then I was varsity all 4 years, and then I started here right away my freshman year.
I'm from Ohio, and I had never heard the whole swimming is big in Michigan. What is it about Michigan that has made swimming such a big sport there?
Well, that's a good question. I know that MSU and U of M are really huge into swimming. U of M is that's where Michael Phelps went. So, yeah, you can just that that's big. His coach was the coach for U of M, so they're very good, and I think that has a lot to do with it.
Okay, well, that's understandable, I guess. So what made you come all the way from Michigan to choose Warren Wilson?
Well, I'm a creative writing major, so that's a program that is rare in the country. So I found Warren Wilson through looking for creative writing schools, and then I was just intrigued enough to visit, and then I fell in love when I got here and applied early decision, and that was the end.
It's kind of hard not to fall in love once you're here. You're pretty much you're not going home. You're not going back to Michigan. Yeah. I'm not going back to Ohio. You're not going.
Not going back to Ohio.
Easy.
Easy.
We can put that aside.
Let's talk a little bit about creative writing. I have a buddy who's a professor, and he did that. You know, that was his major, and he went to grad school. Have you written anything?
I've written plenty across my time here. Nothing published, of course. I'm working on my portfolio now for my senior writing project, and that will probably be submitted for publication. Ooh, that's scary to even say, but yeah, hopefully that'll be it.
Do you find it's difficult to put yourself out there and put your work out there, and then it's once it's out there, and then it can be judged? See, I have big problems with that.
Yeah, it's nice here because in the classes, you're sharing your work all the time with your classmates. However, knowing your classmates and the people that you're submitting to is different than submitting to some email address of somebody in San Francisco or New York, places I've never even been. So yeah, that's pretty terrifying.
Tell me a little bit about the swimming season. I know it's a difficult set of circumstances. Maybe that's not the right word to put it, but it's an opportunity, I guess, too, with the pool closing and only doing a half a season. I talked to Nick about this, so just give me your thoughts on that a little bit.
Well, it's definitely a new kind of season and a shorter season, which I wouldn't call a challenge. I think that's kind of a nice thing. So we're going to be doing a lot more open water because of the way our pool is this year. We're going to swim open water twice a week instead of just twice throughout the season. That's really exciting, especially for me. I love open water swimming. Yeah, and we're going to have fewer races, traveling more, I think, more weekends. Yeah, but other than that, it's just going to be the normal swim season, normal 5 days a week practicing.
This is coming from a complete frame of mind of just total ignorance. I'm from Ohio, what can I say? But tell me a little bit about the differences. What is open water? What does it entail as compared to maybe what we know as traditional swimming meets?
So an open water race, it's sort of more fun because everyone starts in the water. And then it's kind of a jostling for a little while, maybe like half a mile to get to the front. And you're kind of like swimming over other people, and you don't have your individual lanes like you have in a pool. And you also you have to change your stroke a little bit because you need to be able to see ahead of you and see what's coming up. So you do the sighting. And then you're only marked by buoys. So other than I need to hit this buoy, I need to hit that buoy, you're not like constricted to a lane. You're just exploring the water. Usually it's a little bit choppier. There are other circumstances to take into account. So there's more going on in your mind than in a pool. And that can be it can be challenging for some people, but it can also be really engaging and like a different kind of swimming for people who've been swimming. Like me, I've been swimming for 14 years, so it's just a really cool new thing.
Did you ever do any open water stuff, like you go up to northern Michigan up there? I've heard it's really beautiful up there.
Yeah, I participated in a few triathlons when I was in high school. So we did those open water. We went to the Pinckney Recreation Center. That was where I had a few of them. Clark Lake in Jackson, Michigan. And then I grew up in Lake Michigan, and we would just swim up and down the coast. It's similar to an ocean. So, yeah, that was really nice.
All right, Taylor, we'll let you go. And thanks for giving us some of your time. This is Taylor Huntley, everybody, senior swimmer for Warren Wilson.
Welcome back, everybody. Start of the second half. Owls leading it 2-0. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you here at Owen High School, the site of today's home match for Warren Wilson. And a tune-up, if you want to call it that, before the big homecoming weekend, which is coming up starting on Friday. Owls possessing first to start off the second half, as Canizio able to get it away from the defender. Canizio into the box. Canizio one-on-one, fires it and scores! Bianca Canizio in the 46th has her 6th of the year and her 29th in her career. And the Owls are pouring it on now. 13 seconds into the second half. The Owls leading at 3-0. Well, Bianca was kind of showing signs in the first half. And she had no trouble with the defense. There were about 3 girls there that didn't stand a chance against Bianca. So it's all Warren Wilson now as the Owls lead at 3-0, firmly in control here, looking for win number 4 of the season. And as I mentioned in the first half, if you're just joining us, the Owls last year finished with 5 wins, but 2 of those were via forfeit. So they've tied the total wins on the pitch from last year and have a chance to improve on that here today with Berea coming up on Saturday for homecoming. That ball thrown into the box. Can Canizio get there first? Nope, Barber's there. Barber takes it. Patrick Henry, FYI, if you wonder why I call them all as freshmen or sophomore, it's a JUCO school. They are a member of Region 10 in the NJCAA. 2-3 road record, and unless they can really get it going here, that's going to fall to 2-4. Have to make the most of these chances when a foul is called. Draper at center circle with an opportunity here. Draper gets it into the box. Oh, it goes over Williams, who misplayed it and goes into the back of the net. That's the second time we've seen that this year. And boy, if you're Patrick Henry, you'll take that. A 60-yarder. So Draper scores. That, for Draper, is her 4th goal of the season. And this one comes in the 47th minute. So there you go. Just like I said, if you're Patrick Henry, if you want to stick around, make the most of the set pieces. And the Patriots do that. 3-1 now. And that was just a mistake by Claire. Canizio. Now Weaver. Ayo comes up and wins it. Ayo. Nice move. Camara trying to catch back. Ayo. Well, she had a player on the far side. Now she goes to her, but if she got it to her a minute or two earlier. There's a ball. Opportunity again for Draper. The defense this time is able to clear. That was Weaver, but a nice pass from Ayo to Draper. Draper almost got her second in the same minute. It'll be a throw-in for Garcia. Flick. Canizio gets it back. Canizio. Ayo won it away for a minute. Look at Canizio go. Canizio gets it forward. Orient's trying to run it down. And that's going to stay in play. So coming up is Sydney Grange to play it forward. And now it goes, no, it's still in play. I thought it went over the line, but remember the ball has to go completely over. Barber. Sydney Grange tried for the header. 49th minute now. Diaz. Here's Canizio at center circle. Canizio trying to get it over to the far side for Fisher. Back down the pitch. Draper gives it a run. Getting there first is Grubb. And it's going to go out of play. So the Patriots will get a throw in. That's going to go out of play, so we'll do it again. Ball into the box. Ackerman. Boy, Ackerman might have been better off letting that one go. Plays it behind. It'll be a corner kick now here in the 50th minute. So corner kick over on the far side of your screen for the Patriots. Patriots showing signs here. Getting possession a little more frequently. Oh, ball. Oh, what a header by Flick. And she put it in the back of the net. Wow. What a heading effort by Flick. Taylor Flick with her third of the year, and here come the Patriots now 3-2. So a 50th minute, goal for Taylor Flick. And we got ourselves a ball game again. Second straight goal off of a set piece for the Patriots. So when your team's got strep throat, I know some of the ladies are probably back home suffering and watching right now. You need a little pickup, and a couple of misplays by the Owls have let Patrick Henry back in it. Now Canizio coming running in. Oh, the keeper Barber, it's still an active ball. Oh, Orions tried for the slide shot, and finally it's cleared by Patrick Henry, but danger there. Grange now will throw it in. Camara into the box. Orions. And that ball's deflected off of a Patriot. Will it go out of play? It will. So a throw now for Patrick Henry as Sydney Grange tried to keep it in play. That's headed by Ao. Grange, ball into the box. Coming up Brotherton, but the keeper Barber gets there first. And I think they were chatting a bit with one another. Possibly talking about how school is going. I don't think Barber appreciated that. Barber with the drop kick. Now here's Weaver on the near side. Taken away. Here comes Diaz over on the far side. Diaz, top of the box. She's going to play it back now to Garcia. This is Ao. Remember, Ao is the top goal scorer on the team. Draper. Now here's Ruff. Ruff fires it, but that'll be wide left of the post and out of play. 52nd minute. Chris Shima, glad to be with you again. Coming up on Saturday, we have a soccer doubleheader. We would presume they will be at the soccer fields, although there is rain in the forecast for this weekend, so stay tuned. Doubleheader against Berea at 1 and 3 p.m. Ladies will play at 1, the men will play at 3. That's part of our homecoming coverage. We'll also have the induction ceremonies on Friday nights. I'll be there to stream those. As we induct, I believe it's 5 new members. Marley Fisher plays that out, so it'll be another throw for the Patriots. Oh, they say it was off of a Patriot. So throw for the Owls. Orions. That goes off of Osborne. 53rd minute now. Grange, Orions. Orions scored the second goal in the first half for the Owls as Ao is able to clear. Grange, Canizio. Leaves it Marley Fisher. And it's won back by the Patriots. Now over on the far side, Ruff gets the ball. Brotherton takes it away. Brotherton keeps it in. Brotherton's got some room now. She's got Orions as well. Defender comes up. Brotherton might have wanted to get rid of that just a hair sooner as she had Orions coming right down the turnpike. And now it's a Patriots throw. It's easier for me to say, though, because I can see what's going on down there. It's hard to see when you're actually on the field, actually doing stuff. We're not doing stuff up here. 54th minute now. Weaver over on the far side. Correction, near side. Volley by Canizio. Grange now. Camara looking to get it forward. Oriens is around the defender. Oriens tried for the cross. The defense from Osborne, though, closing and clearing. Sidney Grange will throw it in. Canizio. Camara into the box, but no danger there, and it'll go for a goal kick. We're calling this one Soccer After Dark. Your requests and dedications are standing by. 54th minute, 36:10 left to play, and what's become a close match as Canizio gets the header, but Oriens is well offside. If you're just joining us, the Owls led it 2-0 at the half. 13 seconds into the second half, Bianca Canizio scored her 6th of the year. And then Patrick Henry on a set piece at center circle. It was a free kick taken by Draper. Williams misplayed it, and it bounced over her head and went into the back of the net. And then on a corner kick, it was a wicked header from Taylor Flick, who scored in the 50th minute. And here in the 55th minute, we have ourselves a game again, and that's why. Brotherton playing it forward, headed by Cartanega. And we have a foul called on Wilson. Cartanega looking for the quick free kick. That's headed by Diaz. Good head on that ball. Now Ruiz over on the far side. Ruiz crosses it into the box. Headed out by Weaver, I believe, and Fisher will knock it out of play. Marley will repeat herself there. 56th minute now. Oh, backward volley and a nice play off the back heel by Draper, but Williams was ready for that one. She makes a play on it. Long throw down to Canizio. Canizio gets it forward over on the far side. It's Brotherton in a foot race with Lopez. And will it stay in play? No. Throw on the far side now for Patrick Henry. Patrick Henry in the middle of a 3-game losing streak. Credit the way that they've been able to fight back. They have just 11 players active today. Came in with 41 goals scored in 12 games, so they can put it in the back of the net. The Owls have to keep going forward. And that is again out of play. This time Warren Wilson gets the throw. 57th minute now. Owls, Brotherton with the throw in. Fisher might have got a touch at it. Now Brotherton will fire it from distance, but that'll be wide right and out of play for a goal kick. Patrick Henry came in 7-5. And they have 3 wins by 7 or more goals, so when they turn it on, they really turned it on. They won 10-0 against USC Lancaster to open the season. That ball comes right back to the keeper, Barber, there. Then they won 9-0 against Wake Tech on the 25th of September. 2 days later, they beat USC Sacalahachie, I think I got that right, by a score of 7-0. So combined in that 2-day stretch, they won 16-0 over 2 different opponents. 58th minute. Barber being forced into action. She's played pretty well, giving up the 3 goals, but she was under the gun, especially in the first half, and held her own with the Owls. Draper over on the far side, too far from Ruff, and that'll go out of play. Well, they say it was touched by the Owls. No, that was Patrick Henry faking me out, was what that was. Owls get the throw now, played back. Kat Camara. Oriens with the header. Oriens Back heel, Fisher. Far side of center circle. And that booming kick by Brotherton is headed. So Whitney will throw it in. 59th minute, 31:42 left to go. Osbon with the clear. And deflected it off of Canizio, they say. That was a nice move by Diaz, I believe. Here's Grange at center circle now. And Camara almost did a full split there trying to get the ball. Quick throw. Trouble for the defense there for Warren Wilson to clear it. Camara now. Ayo comes up with it. This is Diaz. Ayo. Canizio comes from behind. And Grubb will knock it out of play. Osbon on the near side of center circle will throw it in now. Sydney Grange, Canizio. Canizio, Ayo stays with her. Canizio will throw. Here's Oriens, 1 goal already today. Looking for a pass to Grange. Instead, it deflected back to her. Oriens will try for Sydney again. It's deflected again. This time Oriens with the cross. But that's going to roll to the far side. Out of play for a goal kick. Well, we mentioned Saturday's game against Berea at 1 p.m. That's the next one for Warren Wilson. For Patrick Henry, they go to Lord Fairfax Community College on Thursday, and that'll wrap up this long trip for them. Canizio from Camara. Canizio, it's deflected, but well right of the post. 61st minute, and it's 3-2. Thursday is their next game. Avalos Barber with the free kick. Headed by Oriens, and the Owls have started to settle things down again and start to make this look like a Warren Wilson game again. Sydney Grange. Oriens, offside flag is up though again on Oriens. Again, both teams dealing with injuries. The Owls again, Marissa Romeo is out. Erica Oliver out. They haven't had Audrey Vanderboon all season, too. That's a big loss from last year's team, the midfielder. But I believe she will be around sometime this month. She's been out of the country, I believe. I think she did some study abroad or something like that. I may be wrong, though, folks. Oriens unable to get control, frustrated with herself a little bit there. Throw in off of Canizio. 62nd minute, 28-12 left to go. Osbon will throw it in. Draper off of her foot. It was headed by Marley. Now here's Oriens at center circle. Brotherton. Flick now. Back to Lopez. Diaz over on the far side. Correction, Ruff on the far side, but it comes to the defense for the Owls. That's Grubb now. Here's Ackerman. Ackerman looking to get it forward. It's headed, but Canizio at center circle comes up with it. Canizio now. Here's Heenahan. Fonda Heenahan. And it goes out of play off of her. 63rd minute. And that goes out of play again. Folks, a reminder, visit WarrenWilsonOwls.com for news, schedule, stats, and all that good stuff. You can also get links to the broadcast, some interviews that we've done this year. WarrenWilsonOwls.com is the website to go to for all of that info. Kurishima, glad to be with you here tonight. Oh, in high school, it's Soccer After Dark. We had some pretty heavy rain come through last night and early today. So they had to move it to the fake grass here at Owen. And big thanks to the folks at Owen for helping get us set up. I wrote down their names somewhere, especially Anthony, one of the football coaches here at Owen, who was nice enough to help us get the broadcast going. It's a good high school football team, I'm being told by Tide. Wow. Got some D-run recruits here. It's the home of the War Horses, as opposed to the Pacifist Horses who play down the road somewhere. Substitution now for Warren Wilson as Brotherton will come out. It's Mika Dickinson who comes on. First time here in the second half. 65th minute. The Owls were in control. Patrick Henry got a couple of goals here in the second half to make it interesting again. Can the Owls answer now? Oriens has scored. Canizio has scored. And Kat Kamara scored her first of the year. That ball comes forward, but Claire Williams will come to the top of the box and pick it up. Williams, a booming kick at center circle. Well, Canizio used every bit of the hop that she had to get ahead on that one. Still won back by Patrick Henry, though. Ackerman playing it forward now. A backward volley. Cartanega, and she plays it out of play. Just a clearing effort there. Grange with the quick throw. Oriens trying to run it down. Osborne, the defender, the left back, will get there first. Hold off Kendra, and it goes for a goal kick. Ackerman. Fisher. She's going to go all the way back to Maureen Grubb. Grubb tried to play it forward, now won by the Patriots. Patrick Henry looking for their 8th win of the year. Warren Wilson looking for win number 4 and their first quote-unquote home win. A foul called on the Patriots now. Free kick upcoming. Grubb takes it. Oriens. She's got some help forward. Canizio was there, but the defense doing a nice job for Patrick Henry here in the second half. After giving up that goal right out of the gate in the second half to Canizio, Patrick Henry's really stabilized things here. 67th minute. We have 23:29 left to play. If you like that ugly backward clock. One day, soccer in America will catch up with the rest of the world and get rid of that stupid clock. But until then, I'm happy to reference it for you. Sydney Grange with the throw. Oriens in the box. Oriens slides. A crossing effort that comes right to Barber, the keeper, who gloves it. Alvis Barber, normally a midfielder, thrust into action, the third keeper on the depth chart for the Patriots. They lost Taylor Horner, and they also lost Hubba Cruz. Well, that looked like it might have turned into something for the Patriots. Owls do a nice job on defense to hold, though, after the ball was played forward. That's a header, and it comes back to Grubb. Canizio chases it down. Canizio with lots of room to work with. Here's Ayo now. Canizio coming from behind. Ayo stays with it, plays it forward. Kamara deflects, and it's cleared by Heenahan, I believe. We have a foul called anyways. That will give Warren Wilson a free kick. 69th minute, 21:57 left to play as the Owls trying to hang on here, and Patrick Henry trying to come from 3 goals down. Grub, that's headed twice by Oriens. Sidney Grange headed it backwards. And now here's Ayo. Plays it on the far side. Is it going to be too much on it? Giving it a look was rough over on the far side, but couldn't get there in time. We have a sub coming on. It's Rachel Kerr who will replace Kendra Oriens. So Kerr the junior out up front now for the Owls. Fisher with a header. Over on the far side, Flick. Boy, Flick's header, and folks, if you're watching live, you can fast forward and rewind during these games, and I recommend, if you haven't seen that goal by Taylor Flick in the 50th minute, just wind it back a little bit and check that thing out, and then you can come back to us live. That was ridiculous. 70th minute now. Canizio. But she doesn't get tired, does she? Here's Rachel Kerr now. Kerr runs out of room. Good defense again by Lopez. That ball headed by Weaver, and Weaver got popped by Draper. Alicia right back up, a good sign. Talked to Coach Larry Weil before the game. I think they called Candy Lopez the little Mexican, so I introduced myself as the little Italian. Lopez is about 5'1". No, it was the 4-foot Mexican. It's a goofy team, the Patriots. I had a chance to spend a few minutes with them before the game, and that was enough. No, I kid. They were very nice. That ball is going to roll out of play, so the Owls will get a throw in here. We're going to get a sub. Brotherton is going to come back on, and Sidney Grange will come out. That was deflected, and they say good effort by Diaz there for the Patriots. Osbund now, here's Ayo. Marley Fisher comes up with it. Marley Fisher trying to get it forward here. Boy, Canizio went past everybody, including the ball, and then Fisher flicked it into the box. That'll be picked up by Barber. 72nd minute. Owls still leading it 3-2. If you're just joining us, the Owls led 2-0 at the half. Canizio scored 13 seconds into this second half in the 46th minute. And 2 goals off of 2 set pieces for the Patriots have us in a tight contest. Patriots get a throw here. And that's going to be deflected off of Canizio. So Osbun and Patrick Henry will do it again. Heenahan doing a nice job to hold off Draper. And the Owls get a throw now. Brotherton. Canizio. And that's going to roll all the way to the box. 73rd minute. And as we get late inside this one, a reminder coming up on Saturday. Homecoming wraps up with a soccer doubleheader. Women and men take on Berea at 1 o'clock and approximately 3 o'clock. Here's Canizio now. That's a handball that was not called. Wow. I mean, they just flat out miss that one. Canizio tries to get it in, but it's short of the post and out of play. I mean, that was clear as day, folks. I understand I've got a good vantage point, but that was just missed. And now Canizio is, I think, needs a minute to maybe readjust some equipment. 74th minute now. Barber, that's headed back by Brotherton. Barber comes to the top of the box now, tries to get it down the pitch. Here's Ackerman. Headed, Brotherton now, off the header. Plays it forward, but too much on it. Passing is a little more crisp in the first half for the Owls. Although the Owls still dominating possession here in this one. The pace has gotten a little more frantic here in the second half. Ackerman misses with the pass, but Patriots unable to make anything happen with it, and Weaver played it forward. Weaver now looking to get ahead on it, as is Ruff. Weaver wins the battle, but it's a turnover as Flick comes up with it. Flick with the ball now to Draper. Draper's got some room. Draper closing is Brotherton and did enough to disrupt. Garcia. Now it's Diaz. Diaz will fire it, and that's going to be wide right of the post. 75th minute, a goal kick upcoming for Warren Wilson. They lead at 3-2. Chris Sheeman, glad to be with you here tonight at Owen High School in Swannanoa. Just outside of the campus of Warren Wilson, about a 5 or 10 minute drive from Warren Wilson. Claire Williams with the kick. That's headed up by Diaz. Canizio plays it back now. Weaver. That was Montoya, who we haven't called much, the midfielder. Going to make something happen for her team. Marley Fisher plays it forward. Rachel Kerr trying to trace it down. And Cartanaga will clear. Ayo now at center circle. It's deflected. Kat Camara trying to hold her off. She does so. And that ball by Grubb over on the near side. Whitney Brotherton. Brotherton. Camara will chase it down. Kat Camara scored the game's first goal. And her first of the season in the 15th minute. Gets it back from Fisher now. Camara with the ball. That's headed. Brotherton trying to chase it down. Can she get there before Barber? Barber misplayed the clear, but it's deflected off of Brotherton and behind for a goal kick. 77th minute now. 13:57 left to go. Kick by Barber. This is Camara looking for Ackerman, and the foul is called on Draper. So Draper with a push, and the Owls now in position. This is where you really miss Marissa Romeo in these situations. Grubb, though, with a strong leg of her own, booms it, but it's kicked out and cleared out by Flick. So a throw-up coming over on the far side for Wilson. Patriots again trying to appeal for a throw. We're going to get a sub now as Kendra Oriens is going to come back in for the Owls. So Oriens checks back in, and Rachel Kerr will come out. Throw headed by Fisher. Canizio into the box. Canizio goes just off the post, I believe. It hit the football goalpost. That's what it looked like. So they're going to call it a goal kick. Camara. That's going to go back into the box now. 78th minute. 12:19 left to play. Barber At center circle, Heenahan. Ackerman now. Kamara. That's played forward by Flick and a turnover. Now counter opportunity. Boy, Stacy Enos is jumping up and down. She is not happy. Here's Ayo right to Williams, who gloves it for the save. Stacy Enos is either really, really cold or really, really mad with that play by the Owls there as the Patriots get the turnover. Now Williams' kick goes out of play, so the Patriots will get a throw in over on the far side. And that is played off of Ruff. Warren Wilson now getting it back. Here's Oriens. Canizio, always dangerous. Canizio's got some room. She's going to tee it up, though, and play it forward. Brotherton will not get there, as that's no trouble for Barber. That kick on the near side. Canizio wins it. Again, I know that football line might be deceptive, but the Owls have plenty of room to work with over on that near side. As we go inside the 80th minute now, 10:47 left to go. A little shirt tug by Heenahan. They were, I think, going to play the advantage there, but the late whistle comes in. So Draper, from about the same spot where she scored a goal, with an opportunity. And this time Williams is playing far back. Draper again. Booms it into the box, but this time Williams no trouble. Williams now looking for the counterattack. Oriens heads it over to the far side. Dickinson now. Dickinson with a run. And that's going to go out of play. Cleared by the Patriots. Dickinson looking for a quick throw here. Goes to Marley Fisher. Fisher, center of the pitch to Canizio. Here's trouble. The goal is opened. Canizio flips it. Oh, opportunity missed. As it's short of the post, and Canizio is beside herself. 81st minute. Barber came all the way out of the box. Canizio, and I think the defense did just enough to disrupt Canizio, although that's one Bianca should have had. So Canizio unable to get her second, and the Patriots remain alive for now. Although, again, the Owls over the last 10-15 minutes or so have gotten control of the game again, more of the possession at least. 82nd minute now, 8:55 remaining, as that's going to go out of play. Brotherton heads it out. Patrick Henry. Diaz, headed by Draper. Ruff on the far side. Again, another turnover. Marley Fisher. Here's Canizio again. Canizio's got help this time. Canizio around the keeper and unable to make it happen again. Barber came up, tried to glove it, couldn't pick it up. Canizio stayed alive. The defender, though, made the nice play to force Canizio into another miss and another goal kick. Canizio beside herself yet again. Still, you can see Patrick Henry. They're going forward trying to get that tying goal, so there's going to be opportunities here for the Owls as we go inside the 83rd minute now, 7:56 left to go. Throw up coming over on the far side for Lopez. Montoya, another turnover. Here's the Owls. That's Dickinson, who tried to play it into the box, but it goes behind for a goal kick. And if you're the Owls, a goal up. Obviously some opportunities missed, but still you'll take all these goal kicks because that runs about 15, 20 seconds off of the clock each time. That ball headed back by the Owls, and again another throw. So Lopez will throw it in over on the far side of your screen. Knocked out. And again, all this is running off valuable seconds here. 84th minute now, 6:55 left to go. Owls getting possession back. Camara from Grubb. Plays it back, Heenahan, now Grubb. Grubb, good ball to Brotherton. Brotherton taken away by Garcia. Osbun now, Cartanegra. And a handball is called on Warren Wilson. So they saw that one. This one goes against the Owls. And it'll be another free kick for Draper. Draper's got a leg on her. Got as much of that as you can probably ask for. But the Owls defense holds again. Brotherton clears. 85th minute now. It'll be a throw for Osbun. And she'll take it over near enemy territory by the Owls bench. Now she's being moved back. 5:39 to play. Here's Diaz. Diaz. She's made a couple of nice moves in the game, like that one. Fires it. Oh, and it bounces in. Are you kidding me? What a goal. We've seen some acrobatic plays by the Patriots. And Diaz, Monica Diaz, with her 11th of the year in the 85th minute, levels it at 3. The Owls had a 3-goal lead, and they are saying goodbye to it. Unbelievable. So now, the Owls still have opportunities here. 5:29 left to work with. Boy, the dribbling of Diaz really kept hope alive there. Now the Owls have to convert on opportunities. They need to win this game, folks. They're playing a JUCO team that has 11 players, and they've let a 3-goal lead down. Canizio, Orions fires it. That'll be short of the post, though, and Barber will take a goal kick. Drama on the pitch, and they're holding their breath in the press box as well. 86th minute, 4:52 left to go. Remember, golden goal, extra time if we finish level here. Grubb. Brotherton now coming out of nowhere. Cartanagra gets it back to the keeper, though, Barber. That's going to go out of play. Heenahan holds off Ao. Heenahan now, that's going to be played off of Osbun. So Heenahan will throw it in. Still in the 86th minute, 4:07 left to go. Had a sub come on. Sydney Grange came back on for Dickinson. Cleared back down again. So the Owls are pressing forward here. Camara. Grubb now with the ball. Here's Grange. Beautiful pass from Grubb. Sydney Grange just off the bench. The defense holds, but Sydney's staying with it now. And it's deflected, they say, off of Grange. So goal kick upcoming, 87th minute now. 3:25 going. All right, what a comeback for the Patriots. You have to really tip your cap to them. I mean, they're disadvantaged. They were getting creamed in the first half. They give up a goal 13 seconds into this half. But fate let them back in it, and they capitalized on it. They made the most of their opportunities. And no matter what happens the rest of the way, Larry Weil, I'd be proud of this team if I was him. But you see a lot of situations like that. Brotherton now, Canizio trying to run it down. Osbun will clear. So here's an opportunity now for Warren Wilson in the 88th minute. 2:32 to go. Brotherton will throw. Heenahan coming from behind Ao. And Ao clears. 2:20 left to go. Here's a throw into the box. Boy, again, it's Barber out. Orions and Barber collide, and Barber picks it up. Boy, Velos Barber is living and dying dangerously in the net. But the Owls haven't made her pay. Headed by Camara now. Here's Brotherton. Canizio. Good defense that time. Cartanigra to get it. Coming from behind, Sidney Grange. Now that's played forward, but too far forward, and rolls to the keeper, Barber. 89th minute, 1:42 to go. It was all Warren Wilson. The Patriots have come back and leveled it at 3. Will we have extra time here? The Owls are trying to say to that, but right now the defense is holding for the Patriots. Garcia over on the far side, Ruff trying to chase it down. Weaver will get there first. And Weaver clears. So now an opportunity with 1:12 to go for the Patriots. Owls win it back, but Ao coming forward. Grubb clears. 90th minute, 54 seconds left to go. Garcia, ball into the box. And that's going to go for a goal kick. Claire Williams asking for the ball, wants to go quickly. 40 seconds left to go. Do the Owls have magic in them here late? That's going to be headed up by Draper. And that ball comes to Flick. Flick gets it forward. Headed to Draper. Boy, Diaz has played well here late. 18 seconds left to go. That's going to go for a goal kick, and we appear headed to extra time. Williams not even rushing the kick. And that'll do it, folks. 90 minutes come to a close, and Patrick Henry comes storming back. We will have 2 extra time periods. Again, 2 10-minute periods, but it is a golden goal situation, so whoever scores wins. If we don't have a winner in these 2 extra time periods, then the game ends in a draw. What a comeback for Patrick Henry, folks. We're going to step aside for a minute. We'll come back and bring you extra time after this. Welcome back, everybody. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you here in extra time as we get set for the start of the first extra time period here at Owen High School. The rent-a-home game for Warren Wilson here today. The Owls led it 3-0, and in the second half, Patrick Henry came storming back. It was actually 2-0 at halftime for Warren Wilson. 15th minute goal for Kat Camara. And then Kendra Orion scored in the 31st minute. Here's Orions now, running into a wall of defenders. So it was 2-0 at the half. Bianca Canizio came out 13 seconds into the second half and scored her 6th goal of the year. And it was 3-0, and it looked like the Owls were going to be able to sleepwalk home. And then, a few minutes later, in the 47th minute, Sarah Draper had a free kick at center circle and scored a goal from it. Patrick Henry started to get some momentum back. In the 50th minute, just 3 minutes later, Taylor Flick off of a corner kick headed it into the back of the net. That made it 3-2. Then the Owls got possession back. They were looking good. Until the 85th minute, Monica Diaz scored her 11th of the year on a couple of nifty moves. So we're in the 92nd minute now. And a foul is called, which will give Warren Wilson a free kick here. Grubb comes back to her. Grubb looking over on the far side, but nobody's there. So Ruff will throw it in now. Camara plays it forward. Too much, though. Comes right to the keeper, Barber. So we'll play. It's golden goal situation. Whoever scores wins from here. Here's Ayo with a ball. Look at Ayo. Boy, Ayo, I think she blew past the defender, but she also missed the ball. Good job by Weaver to get control of the ball enough to hold Ayo off, and now the Owls get a throw over on the far side. By the way, just a reminder, folks, this is a team with 11 players. This is a team playing game number 3 of 4 in a 6-day span. Quick throw. Draper. And that's deflected, or cleared, I should say, by the Owls. 93rd minute. Volley into the box, headed out. Here's an opportunity again. Diaz. Diaz has some nice moves. Diaz with the shot, but a little too much on it. Missed it wide left. Well, all indications is it's just rather cold down there, but head coach Larry Weil has taken the jacket off. He is burning up. He wants this victory, a come-from-behind victory. It would be for Patrick Henry. Played forward now for the Patriots, and we're going to have a foul called on Draper. 94th minute, 6:37 to go in our first extra time period. Well, they say it's still 64 degrees, but I'll buy somebody a car if they can prove to me it's 64 degrees outside right now. So free kick now for Warren Wilson. Brotherton trying to play it at center circle. It's headed. Comes to Weaver. Alicia Weaver. And Weaver was gearing up for the kick so long that the ball went out of play. So now a throw up coming for Osbun and the Patriots. Camara clears it out. 95th minute. 5:48 left to go here in the first extra time period. Draper just outside the box. This is the first extra time game, FYI, for Warren Wilson this season. It's actually the first extra time game since 2012 for the Owls, as that comes back to Claire Williams. So the first extra time game since 2012 for Warren Wilson, and we'll check and let you know how they fared. Over on the far side, quick throw, and that goes off of Oriens out of play. Well, in 2012, the Owls played 4 extra time games. And they tied in 1 and lost 2 and won 1. So they were 1, 2, and 1 in extra time games in 2012. I seem to remember an extra time game last year. Oriens trying to chase it down. Barber again able to clear. Ackerman trying to keep possession, but the Patriots able to get it away. Brotherton now. Brotherton trying to go forward. There was one overtime game last year for Warren Wilson. They lost it 3-2 to Judson on the road. Oriens, now Sidney Grange. So the Owls since 2012 won 3 and 1 in extra time games as we go inside the 97th minute now. At center circle. Again, the Owls have had much more of the possession. I would say it's probably 60-40, maybe even a little bit higher than that. Ayo. Marley Fisher trying to get rid of it. Ayo wins the throw, and she'll take it quickly over on the far side. Lopez looking for Draper. It's knocked away again. Sidney Grange trying for the counterattack. Oriens, Canizio coming from behind. And wisely, Cartanaga clears it. Here's the throw in now. Canizio. Canizio. Over on the far side, comes to the near side now. Canizio looking for a cross. It comes to Brotherton, who scores! Whitney Brotherton in the 98th minute gets the game winner, and Warren Wilson survives. Brotherton, her first goal at Warren Wilson, the freshman from Indiana, makes it 4-3, and that will wrap it up. Warren Wilson improves to 4-5 on the year. They win their first home game of the season, defeating Patrick Henry 4-3. What a wild game this was. Credit the Patriots for their come-from-behind effort, but it's the Owls' night here in Swannanoa as Wilson wins it 4-3. Let's recap the scoring real quick before we get out of here. The Owls get goals in the 15th minute from Kat Camara, in the 31st from Kendra Oriens, in the 46th from Bianca Canizio, and in the 98th minute, Whitney Brotherton scores the game winner as the Owls go to 4-3. Our next game is coming up on Saturday. It's a doubleheader. The women will take on Berea at 1 p.m., then the men will take on Berea at 3 p.m. Also, don't forget our Hall of Fame ceremonies coming up Friday night at 6:30. For everybody at Warren Wilson, my name's Chris Sheeman. The Owls win at 4-3, and we'll talk to you again